KTSU celebrates Public Radio Music Month. And with that, let me expound on what KTSU really stands for and what we really do. We love supporting our local artists. And being here in Houston, we have tons of local artists from A to Z, But today, we're going to be focusing on one of our shining stars. I like to call him our shining star. He is world-renowned, nationally known, if I can get that out right, Kyle Turner. An incredible, in my humble opinion, an incredible tenor sax player.
Thank you so much, Donna. How are you doing?
I am wonderful. Very delighted to be with you. And you want me to tell you something, Kyle? Have we ever interviewed before?
I can't remember. I don't think we have. I don't think we have.
And we've been knowing each other forever.
Well, we played in the KTSU studios, but that's not really a formal interview.
No, that's not. But this is formal.
Exactly.
And welcome. Very delighted to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
So, Kyle, how long have you been playing the sax?
I have been playing the saxophone since I was 11 years old.
Wow.
And it's funny because I have, at one time I was, you don't want to tell your age, but I'm blessed to be turning 60 in December. So y'all do the math.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
And you still love your instrument.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's a daily thing. I do believe God put me here to be a musician. And when you're doing something in that sense, if you look at it that way, he requires our best. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want us to ring him no junk. You got to continue to work, continue to grow, and that's what it's all about.
So growing up here in Houston, you've been playing the sax since you were 11 years old. So what did you do? Were you in the band?
Yes, I was in. I come from the North Forest School District, and check this out. My band director is still actively performing. His name is Algernon Jones. He plays trombone.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So yeah, he's in his 80s and still doing his thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I started at Oak Village Middle School, went to Smiley High School, spent time at Jackson State University, and spent some time under Ben Butler here at Texas Southern.
And Ben Butler is the great Ben Butler, who if you hear Ben Butler, the only thing that comes to mind is Texas Southern University, Ocean of Soul.
And Maestro, that's what we call him.
Baby, yes. So with that, Kyle, you moved on and you went to Jackson State. We won't hold that against you. And then you decided to branch off and do some things. You've played with some incredible artists.
Yes, I've been blessed. While in Jackson, I got a call on the road with the great Johnny Taylor, and I was with him off and on for a period of about 3 or 4 years, and came back to Houston, and was working with a gentleman that I have a lot of respect for because I learned a lot about the business side as well as preparing a band, and that's Scott Gurton. I worked with him and then graduated and worked with the great Luther Vandross in 1989.
See what I'm saying? Right now, we're going to break away and give you just a taste of the incomparable Kyle Turner. Stay with us. Welcome back as KTSU celebrates Public Radio Music Day with the incomparable Kyle Turner, an awesome tenor sax player. And here I go with my personal opinions.
I'm listening.
That saxophone has got to be the sexiest instrument on the planet.
Well, I believe so. I believe so.
You've been playing it for long.
Yeah, the reason I love it so much, in particular tenor saxophone, because I can capture a wide range of emotions.
Yes.
You can play about love. You can play about being sad. It's just I just love saxophone.
I know. It's just something about the saxophone where you can just literally, I don't play it, but I listen to it, and you just get lost. You totally get lost in the music.
That's what we want as an artist. We don't want to keep it to ourselves and I'll be satisfied and the listener doesn't get nothing out of it. That's what it's about. We get it from God and it comes through us and then we put it out to you guys and hopefully it invokes some type of emotion and that is positive.
Kyle, when I'm watching jazz artists perform, every artist has this thing that they do. Mm-hmm. And he's smiling because he knows what I'm about to ask. So Kyle has this thing that he does, and it's the leg. It's that leg.
I knew that's what you.
It's the leg because I kept watching you over the years. I would watch you, and I'm going, "Uh-oh, he's getting ready to get in gear." When that leg starts moving. Look out, because Kyle done went to another level. Mm. That's what I'm thinking about it. So talk to me about this leg that it's just like a second nature. Your leg moves so fast.
I'm not even aware of it. That's number one.
Wow.
And then and I guess it's just me up there struggling trying to play saxophone because that's the way I look at it. I'm with all the things I have done, it's still a daily thing that I want to be better today than I was yesterday. And that's me up there wrestling with that horn.
Look at that. And but your leg isn't beat. Mm-hmm. It's like you're directing with your leg. I know Dave Coz directs with his leg.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I say Kyle does something with his leg too.
Right. Yep. Well, I'm not even aware of it when I'm playing and when it happens.
Y'all got to watch that. Y'all got to watch that and watch that leg. So, Kyle, you do a lot of festivals. You want to talk about some of the festivals that you're
Texas Jazz Festival, Seabreeze Jazz Festival, Steel City Jazz Festival, Miami Smooth Jazz Festival, just to name a few. It's a bunch of them.
He's on the circuit, so if you're out and about and you hit one of these festivals and you know Kyle Turner is going to be there, you need to go check him out.
We're going to give you a show now.
Check him out. Check him out.
And I'm going to tell you some things about me that you might not know.
Talk to me.
Okay, so my very first record, I brought my cassette tape up here, and it was listened to, and it was played. Okay, KTSU was the first station to play my record, and I wanted it to be first because I was from Houston. I was living in Austin at the time, and the second place was KAZI, which is a public radio station in Austin. And actually, I'm gonna give you a little known fact. I was on the board of that station, and for about 3 months, I was the general manager.
Wow.
At KAZI. So public radio station I hold very near and dear because of the fact that the diversity of the music. We're not public radio stations don't. If the music is good, it's going to be played, and that's what I tell a lot of young musicians. The worst thing that somebody can tell you is no. But then the next thing is ask them why, because the fact that if you want to be on a certain level, when you bring your music to a music director and they say no, then you ask them why, and then you go back to the woodshed, as the musicians call it, and you work to get your stuff to that level.
So not only do you advocate, I'm going to tell you what I love about public radio musically. Musically. We love playing the
diversity
version. We don't play the radio edits. Now, we do play them, but you get more from that cut when it's the whole version.
Okay, you're absolutely right. Like I'm gonna, like a record like Grover Washington Jr. Live at the Bijou.
Oh,
yes. Those songs are 6 to 15 minutes long.
Yes.
But every minute, every second is important.
Yes, it
because
is.
he was so gifted and he was so creative that every part of it I learned off that record. And I thank KTSU because when Mr. Magic came out, the whole thing played.
Yes, the whole thing. Another one is Westchester Lady and Watermelon Man.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Those long versions. You can't cut that out.
No,
you just can't cut that out.
They were live recordings at the Montreux Jazz Festival,
Right.
the Casino Lights.
Oh, that's my favorite CD. Casino Lights 99. If you can find it, let me tell you, that is an incredible
and
CD.
it's hard to find now,
Yes,
too.
it is.
It's a collector's item.
Yes, it is. If you have it, keep it. Kyle, thank you. What an incredible conversation. We have to do more of this.
Always. I'm always available. You already know. The only thing you have to do is ask.
Yes, and I'm going to be asking.
All right. And I want to encourage the people that see this to support public radio stations. We're in a world that everything is so tight. So, this is not only directed at our listeners here at KTSU, but just everywhere, or worldwide, internationally, support public radio because there is a little bit of something for everybody.
As we leave, talk about the performance that we're going to see when we leave.
The performance.
We saw a bit of it.
Okay.
We saw a bit of it.
Well, this is my touring band right now, and I got some killer musicians. Mark Simmons, Pat Tribbett, Glenn Piper, and Kerry Wilkins. All of these guys are world-class musicians, and as they say, iron strengthens iron.
And this was done in the KTSU recording studio.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, you guys look like you were having a ball.
Oh, we always do.
I know. I can't wait for that new piece to come out.
Oh, well, you'll be the first to play it.
First one.
You're the first one to play it.
Thank you, sir. And happy Public Radio Music Day to you.
Happy Music Radio Day to you also, Donna.
Thank you. We are The Choice 90.9 KTSU, your community station.